Hey guys, welcome back to Moving Mangoes. Right now I am sitting outside of Pacific Ocean Marketplace, which is a big Asian grocery store here in Denver, Colorado. And it's one of the ones that I frequent along with a few others. There's actually several throughout the city, but I'm meeting my friend Lili here. She's Chinese and she's a really good Chinese cook, and I have a lot to learn in that area. So she told me that she would be happy to start teaching me about the different produce that she uses and ingredients that I have actually never heard of. And today we're gonna start by doing a tour of Pacific Ocean Marketplace in regards to like the foods that she uses and likes to cook with the most. So she's gonna talk to us a little bit about her experience with Chinese cooking, and she should be here any minute, and then we're gonna go inside. All right guys, Lili is here. We're outside of Pacific Ocean Marketplace. This is Lili.
Hi everyone.
And we're gonna go in soon, but I just wanted to, well, first of all, I want to let you guys know how Lili and I met. So we met like it's been a while now, probably. So it's been a couple of years, and we met because mutual friends of ours, and actually my husband Andrew owned a company called Funzie Onesies. So it was a onesie company, and we were in their startup video. So that's the first time we met, and it was a great way to it was a really like fun video.
We got all the weirdness out of the way.
Yeah, we got all of the awkwardness and weirdness out of the way up front. Yes. So anyway, I asked Lili to come here and meet with me, like I said, to teach me a little bit more about, I really want like to understand what you're using when you are cooking on a regular basis, not just like what they have in the regular American grocery stores.
Very limited.
Yeah, very limited, which I like. It's crazy. We'll talk about this at the end, but like I don't even see the American markets as limited, and I used to think of the Asian markets as limited. So we're gonna talk about that later. But Lili, do you want to just like let people know like where in China you're from and a little bit about your cooking?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from the southwestern part of China called Sichuan province. The capital city Chengdu is actually my hometown. I'd like to think we are the food capital of China. It's definitely the spice capital of China. We eat the spiciest food all over China. So when you say Chinese cooking, every region has different cooking. So where I'm from, it's Sichuan spicy cooking. I cook a lot just because Denver doesn't offer the food that I'm looking for just yet. So I cook at least 5 nights a week.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Logan's lucky.
Oh, Logan is lucky. Yeah. And then I cook enough so we pack lunches for work. So we eat really healthy. I need my vegetable dose and also my spicy food.
That's great. Okay. Well, this is everything that I'm hoping to learn and more, and then also be sharing with you guys, so hopefully you can start making this in your kitchens. So do you want to go inside and get started?
Right. Check it out.
All right.
The sauces are here.
Oh.
My hot pot sauces.
Oh, you buy hot sauces from that section?
I don't make it.
I never know what to do in that section. I only look at the sauces that are in like the
others.
The other. Yeah, should we look at these? Okay.
So it's just a million kinds of tofu in different ways.
Yeah, so I actually like the tofu here the best because they have the puffed kind, they have like the regular kind.
So many.
Yeah.
Seasoned,
tougher,
tender, soft.
Do you buy these kinds of tofu?
Yeah. They're not trying to pretend tofu is something else, right? They don't make it to look like meat. This is just tofu coming in various forms.
Okay.
Tofu, when it just comes as it is, it's really the consistency people are looking for.
Okay.
And the density. So some does not absorb whatever flavor you put it in.
Okay.
Because it's just dense, and you look for that texture in your cooking. And some soaks up flavor more than others.
Right, right. So is this one a tofu?
This is a dense one.
So it doesn't say tofu. It says vegetarian bean curd tendon, but this is still tofu.
Bean curd is
Bean curd is tofu.
When you
a
buy
lot of
firm
tofu.
You can probably notice there is somewhat of a skin on the outside.
Right,
but
yeah.
it's a very thin, tender skin.
Okay.
So when you look into other tofu products, they have a thicker skin.
Okay, when you
open this up, it's not all brown. It gets lighter. You are seeing just the skin outside. That's heavily seasoned.
Oh, and that's what gives it. Do you ever buy those and cook with them?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I do these seasoned ones just like a snack.
Oh.
They don't soak up flavor, but they're good as they are.
Okay.
So all these hot
So this is all
ingredient.
for
This is
hot
what makes the broth.
So how can you tell that this is for hot pot? Like I would never know that by just, I guess.
Oh, here, hot pot sauce. They always have a sticker in the back to tell you what it is.
Hot pot
sauce. Sichuan hot pot.
Oh, great.
A general rule of thumb, when it's hard, that means it's animal fats. And usually it's the cow that we use. Beef fats are in traditional Sichuan hot pot, so it's hard.
Oh yeah, that is hard. Okay.
So this is vegetable oil.
And you can
so
tell because it's soft.
It doesn't solidify.
Great tip. Very good tip. So do you have a whole hot pot set up at your house that you use?
I actually bought a hot pot wok recently where it's divided. It's got a divider in the middle, so you can have half non-spicy, half spicy.
I feel like that's next level, Lili.
Exactly.
So this area is all for doing stir fries.
Fry or stew.
Okay.
So, but this is a very traditional Sichuan broad bean sauce. It's fermented broad bean in chili paste.
Okay.
This is it's got a long tradition. A lot of Sichuan cuisine is based on this. This is definitely, it's just broad bean and chili.
Okay.
It's fermented, so it's got all those antioxidant benefits that's trendy nowadays.
Right. See, I think a lot of Americans say Szechuan.
Szechuan. Yeah.
And that's not...
Because it's spelled differently. You guys spell it as S-Z-E
Yeah,
to start.
yeah.
When it's supposed to be S-I.
S-I.
Sichuan.
Sichuan.
This is the green leafy vegetable I mentioned to you. It's called pea vines.
Pea vines.
It's actually, it's a shoot from a pea.
Okay.
So it's like very tender shoot.
So pea shoot.
Pea shoot.
Okay.
Spinach has its benefits. That's the alternative I can find in a Western grocery store. But the flavor and texture of this is way more superior than spinach to me personally. So you see, this is a big bag.
Yeah.
By the time I get to the part that I can eat, it's half of it.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm gonna buy.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one too, so that's okay. Okay.
And you need to be able to find the part that's the best for eating. Is this pots. This is the pots. This is the precious part. Like this side is not as tender.
Okay.
So what you do is you usually pick just underneath the knot where the pot sits. So this is where I take. And this is what I eat. Like this nicely wrapped leaves.
Yeah, right in the center there. And then do you just eat this part or do you eat the whole thing?
So you cut right after the knot.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a great tip.
To be sure that this is just super tender. It's called snow pea leaves here.
Snow pea
But
leaves.
it's a pea vine.
Okay. Snow pea leaves. Okay, so I tried to pick, I said, okay, great, Lili, I'm gonna grab one. She goes, no, that's not it. I was grabbing this one. She's like, it's right here. I'm
like a long stem.
They look the same.
No, they're just really agreeing together. But this is a bunch of little things, short stalk.
Okay.
So
this is why I need help.
Fafa shoot.
Yeah, or like pea sprouts.
Pea sprouts.
Yeah,
Super
yeah,
expensive.
right.
You get it cheaply at Asian grocery store.
Okay.
Alfalfa, you buy a tiny little box from Whole Foods, it costs you a lot.
Put that in the cart. A choy root.
This has become my husband Logan's favorite vegetable. He's a picky boy, remember? And
yeah.
He has grown to love this thing.
He has, okay.
It's got a very thick skin. Like this, you can feel it's like a dry stick.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
That's
not ripe. It's not
dried up.
Okay, it's dried up.
So the texture would be similar to Lotus root, which I'll show you later. It's got tender, crunchy meat inside.
Right.
So the skin is very tough to peel. Your peeler won't work. You actually have to use a knife. Fiber in there. So you have to peel enough that the fiber is gone and you see just like a clear grain.
Okay.
And it's just crunchy. You can do anything with it. Stir fry it with some garlic and salt. Garlic, salt, olive oil. And stir fry for like, I don't know, 3 minutes. You can eat this raw. It's just crunchy. So you stir fry 3 minutes. When the color changed to somewhat a little bit more translucent, that's when it's ready.
A little more translucent.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try that out. So it seems like there's a lot of Americans, I think like myself included, that see this and think, well, that seems like too much effort, right? To cut,
peel.
Because you have to peel it, right? So it just takes time.
I love it enough that that's part of the work that comes with it.
That's
I don't
great.
think twice.
Yeah.
Actually, the best way, stir fry it mildly, right, with salt, olive oil, and garlic. Or this is the best thing to put in my Sichuan pickle jar. I have my own pickle jar that I ferment vegetable, similar to Koreans making kimchi. But Sichuan pickle is just a salted, spiced, seasoned water. And you put this in there overnight. The second day it come out. It's like superfood.
One night?
One night.
That's it?
Yeah.
Will we be able to
For this, one night.
For this specific. Yeah. Will we be able to see what you use to do that? How you make that? Okay, at your house. So that'll be part 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I feel really fortunate to have my own personal shopper here with me to teach me about all of this, because I just pass all this stuff up on a regular basis because I have no idea what it is. Yeah, it is. It does scare me a little bit. I'm trying.
You don't want this.
Oh, it's hollow.
Try to find ones that's like filled in.
Okay.
It just means it's tougher, not as tender.
So I'm already failing. That was my first pick.
I didn't tell you that. It's not fair. This one.
Oh, she's giving me the good one. Thanks, Lili. So I was asking Lili, like, why would they put this produce out if it's not like good? And she said, well, some people, one, may not know when they're putting the produce out, and number 2, she has high standards. So it might just not meet her standards, but it could still be edible.
Yeah,
it's edible. Okay.
Basil that they gave you a bunch when you go eat pho.
Yeah.
You wonder, you know, how can they afford so much to give it to you for free, come with your pho? Because it's actually cheap. But when you try to buy this from Super, it costs you a fortune. Here though. So this is Asian celery. This is what I grew up with. This is what I know celery should be. When I came to the States, celery became this tasteless and just giant.
Look what this
is what GMO does to our
Yeah, I agree.
This is celery. So I can chop them up and stir fry with salt and olive oil.
All right.
This is what I cook with.
Okay.
But this is what I grew up with in
You
China.
did, okay.
So I think I find this tenderer. Actually, this is what I grew up with.
Filipino, I thought. Okay.
This is way tenderer than the bigger eggplant you find in the grocery store.
Okay.
If I just slice them in the middle, so you have the open face, and I put it on top of my almost cooked rice in my rice cooker. So that little bit of steam while the rice sits there on warm will cook this thing. You take it out, serve it on a plate, and we make a dipping sauce with some of those, you know, fermented chili paste or all kinds of, or my homemade chili oil and some soy sauce. Just dip in there.
Do you sometimes just stir fry it, like, or most often with just some oil and salt and pepper?
It's just spring onion, ginger, garlic, olive oil, and salt.
And you're not putting all these things, like we think we need to put like all this soy sauce and oyster mushroom and all these things together, but
you can, but it turns out I like the taste of vegetable by themselves.
Yeah, so it doesn't need to be all coated.
Yeah, so I can actually taste the vegetable.
So when you use those sauces, is that just once in a while?
I usually put those for meat dishes.
Meat dishes.
The meat needs some flavor.
Okay.
Feel the gaminess and just the strong taste of meat.
Okay.
But for vegetable, I like it as it is.
Okay.
We eat very heavy flavor, right?
Right.
Super, seasoned, hot, spicy food in Chengdu, but then maybe we balance it out with this lighter dish.
With fresher.
Because on the table, there's always like a very strong, spicy food.
Yeah.
We like the lighter side.
Okay. How about the pak choys and bok choys and all that? Do you use this much?
Yes. There's all kinds of, like, all these are considered bok choy, but there are 4 different things, right? You got this huge thing, this really green and this dark green with white stem, and then you've got the smaller version of this green thing, and then the smaller version of this white and dark green thing.
Okay.
My preference, I like this.
This smaller version of the
dark green.
Is it called something different than the others, or is it just?
It's just called. This is the only one I see in Western grocery store.
Yeah, me too.
So most people haven't even seen this. And this is tougher compared to this. This is way more tender.
Soft. Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you ever cook with this one then?
I haven't. They're the same.
They're the same. Just one's
just
little.
one bigger, one smaller. I think with the smaller one, I get more of the vegetable, the leaf, instead of the stem.
All right. So we're on to cabbage.
Okay. So this is gold. This is the cabbage to eat. People who haven't had this cabbage, your experience with cabbage from regular store is, I don't know what your opinion is, tough, bland, nothing to it, you know?
Okay.
I don't even think people cook with this just because it's not good. I don't like that either, but this Taiwan cabbage,
Oh, so it's Taiwan cabbage specifically.
way tenderer and it's sweet.
Do you want to know what's funny? Is I actually never saw this in Taiwan. So this is what you talked to me about very first when we first started talking about.
Whoever I have introduced this to, my white friends here, they all loved it.
They love it. Okay.
This is lotus root. Everybody's familiar with lotus flower on the lake. Beautiful pink or whitish flower sitting on a lake.
Right.
And this is the root. It sits in the very dirty mud on the bottom of a lake or a pond. And then you pull this out of that mud. So farmers would roll a wooden boat out and actually, like, I don't know, they get into the mud and pull this thing out and it just come out, you know. This is not pristine white, but it's pretty white. I think when it's fresh, it's actually more fair looking.
So you don't think this is fresh?
I mean, it's fresh enough.
Fresh enough. So what do you mean by fresh? Like
a lot of times when you come here, when it's been picked through, you see things like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is not, no.
That because it's got like the black
It's
marks on the side and dried
black.
up. Okay.
Sometimes you even see mold and dents.
So that's not a good one to get.
No. I don't know why is this so juicy. I don't like that. But just something, a little mark is fine, but it looks still plump and, you know.
That's a pretty good one then?
Yeah, that's good. You want something that's fat, chubby.
Yeah.
In China, we describe baby's arm as lotus root.
Okay.
Because look at this thing. Doesn't it look like baby's arm?
Maybe. Yeah, it kind of looks like my baby. I had pretty chubby baby arms, so it kind of looks like my chubby baby arm for sure. Does it have a certain flavor profile? Semi-sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you cook? How do you use a peeler?
Yeah, this has a very thin skin. You can use a peeler.
Okay.
Yeah, and cut the ends off to reveal. So inside are holes, a very regular holes that runs through this whole root.
Okay.
This is a root. The water nutrient needs to go by. So you see, there's a whole system of canals in there.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
Isn't food amazing?
So when you slice it, it's beautiful. It
is beautiful.
Slice it, you get little round circles around the middle hole. It's just a very beautiful natural pattern.
Cool. And then, so when you do that, you slice it, and then you just use the slices.
So you can stir fry, just like how you stir fry PY,
right?
With just salt and maybe some red dried chili pepper and olive oil.
Okay.
Or I put this in my hot pot. It's the best.
Okay.
Like it. You start seeing them in Western.
I'm starting to see people using them more and more, and using them as regular radish.
Yes, but it doesn't taste. It doesn't have that much flavor like the other radish family members.
We had these a lot in soups in Taiwan.
This is mild. You never get a different taste from this. However, this sometimes could be a little bit bitter.
Oh, depending on which one you get?
Yeah, to me, but bitterness is more accepted a flavor in Asia than here. You don't really eat bitter foods here, but growing up we have bitter melon, we have bitter daikon.
Yeah.
So it's part of our taste.
Sichuan. Okay, Lili and I were going to do the condiment part, but that we've already gone through so much with the produce that I think we're just gonna make that a part 2 and come back another time. So we'll save that for next time so you know what to do with all of those sauces and how to use them in your cooking. That's crazy. Okay. She can't contain her excitement. They make fresh tofu and soy milk here. That's huge. That's so cool, Lili. I didn't know. I've been looking for where the giant bags of rice are. In some of the Asian markets, they don't have as many. Oh, Andrew's gonna be so excited. There's way too many varieties. I am lost. Do you have a brand that you stick to? I don't, because there's so many. I'm trying a different one every time I'm here. Well, that's good. To see whether I can find better ones. Wait, Lili, what did you just say about rice? Rice needs to be white, not brown.
If I want to be healthy, I just probably won't eat rice.
Really?
No bread, no rice. Eat something else. Eat
So you'd
vegetables.
rather go no rice than eat brown rice. All right, good to know. Okay, Lili and I just finished shopping.
Got a full cart.
We have a full cart. I have so many new items to play with, which I'm really excited about. And there'll be a blog post accompanying this, so I'll post that below because I don't know if I'll fit everything in the video from today, but the extended version will be on the blog. But Lili, thank you so much. And is there anything else that you wanted to mention today about Chinese cooking or produce?
Just want to say that, you know, by having both the option of Western grocery store and my Asian grocery store, it just adds to my repertoire of, you know, ingredients to work with and more varieties for vegetables and vitamins that, you know, you can bring to your meal. And I would definitely encourage people to try it out. It's not that scary, you know, just vegetables at a Asian grocery store.
Right. And people are really friendly and willing to help out and answer questions if you need them. So if not, just everybody, I'll give you Lili's number. You can call.
Follow the blog.
Yeah, follow the blog. All right, thanks guys, and subscribe for more because we're gonna have a part 2 to this and maybe a part 3, part 4. Who knows how much we're gonna be cooking together. I can talk her into it.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.